Feet straight ahead. Lift your toes. Get those base of the toes really connected because when we do our balance, you need those base of the toes. Spread the toes out, no gripping. Keep lifting through the arches. Whole bottoms of your feet connected so the toes are nice and spread out. Good basic support. Sitting bones down, hips open. So think about the ribs coming up and back toward your spine. Shoulders down, always shoulder blades toward your waist. And then reach your crown to the ceiling while the sitting bones and tailbone go down. So you're really stretching your spine apart. And just relax your arms at your sides. Take a few moments letting your belly move as you breathe. Dropping the diaphragm, displacing everything out, letting the belly move out as you inhale, exhaling, pushing the breath and toxins up and down. And just take a few moments to get that inner yoga perspective, focusing on what you need to be doing in your body today. And then inhaling, arms out to the sides. Exhaling, hands to your heart. Stretch your arms forward. And exhale behind you, clasp your fingertips, press the knuckles toward the floor, lift your heart, stretch your head back, and then exhaling, pivot on over. So just take a few moments there, tuck in your chin, lift your sitting bones, bring your hands toward your head, and breathe. So just a nice stretch to your spine, and then with your chin in, slowly work your way up and lift your heart. Stretch your head slightly back, shoulders down, opening across the chest for your upper body back. So just keep lengthening out through the top of your head. And then inhale, coming up, exhaling your arms. Make sure those toes aren't gripping. And just feel your spine. And again, inhale, arms out, hands to your heart. Stretch to the front, shoulders staying down, and clasp your hands the opposite way so the other hand or finger is on the outside. Chest high, head back, stretch your spine, pivot at your hips, come on over again into the forward bend. Bring those hands up toward the ceiling or further toward your head, getting those shoulders working more. And breathe. Sitting bones rising. And then slowly again, working your way up. Lift your heart, stretch through the whole length of your body, and breathe. And then after a couple of breaths, come back upright and just feel your spine and notice how that energy is stimulated. And then we're going to inhale the arms to shoulder level. Turn your palms toward the ceiling. Bring your hands over your shoulders and past each other. Clasp the hands and bring your arms back by your ears. So sitting bones down, stretch your spine again and lean without twisting over to the side. Ribs opening. Push the foot you're leaning away from down and out through the top of your head. And then on an inhalation, come back up. Keep the shoulders down as you switch the other hand in front. And again, lengthen the spine coming up. Exhale and side stretch to the other side. Foot down, hands and head reaching away. Open those ribs. Breathe into that side you're stretching. And inhale back upright. Exhale and release. Feel your whole body. And get ready for our twist. So remember, really stretch your spine apart as we twist. Arms up, palms toward the ceiling, over your shoulders, clasp your elbows. Bend your knees a little if you need to. Stretch up and exhale. Keep the weight on both feet as you turn all the way to the side. And again, as you breathe, just stretch and come over as you exhale. Deepen into your forward bend as much in the twist as you like. And relax. And then toes spreading out, feet steady, come on up and lift your heart. Elbows back. Again, inhale to the top, exhale to the center, switch your arms around, and again, stretch your spine. Exhale and turn all the way to the other side. Lengthen breathing in, exhale coming up. And again, just deepen as far as your body wants in this forward bend while you're twisted. Take a breath, maybe lift the sitting bones, and then slowly work your way back up. And chest high, elbows back. And again, no pressure in that low back, remember, twist. And again, inhale up, exhale to the center, arms up, let's keep them straight. Pull those shoulders and shoulder blades down. Stretch up through the top of your head. So, extended mountain pose. Lengthening. Think about keeping the shoulders and shoulder blades down and the sitting bones toward the floor. Spread your toes. Get the weight into the base of the toes and heels evenly. And reach your head up toward the ceiling. And just keep extending through the whole length of your spine. Keep breathing. So extended mountain pose. Breathe. And then pivot at your hips. Keep your spine as straight as you can. Keep your arms near your ears if you can. And come parallel to the floor as much as you can. Stretch it out, sitting bones and crown and fingertips away from each other. And then just drop into ragdoll. So hang there for a few moments or pull in even more with your hands behind your legs. Lift your sitting bones, get those hamstrings stretching a little bit more. And then arms back to the front and just hanging as you wind your way slowly up, shoulders back and down, and into mountain pose once more. So remember, if you like a chair next to you for our balance practice, get one. If you'd like to use the wall, that is another option. If you're at the wall, just stand with the side that you're going to be connecting your foot into the floor with toward the wall. So take a moment as you're getting centered to remember that everything is important, especially the core, while we're doing our balance practice. So pick your favorite balance foot, the one that you do better as the first side. That's usually the best way to do it because then you educate the other side the next time. Lift your toes, get the base of the toes connected all the way across. Keep lifting the arch, spread the toes out as you put them back down, but don't grip where that lifts the base of the toes and you've got less support. Imagine roots growing down from your foot into the floor, into the ground, getting you nicely anchored. And then stack everything. So make sure that that leg is turned in so your ankle, knee, and hip and shoulder all line up with that second toe. And then spreading out the toes, sink into that one foot. Lengthen up through the crown, keeping the ribs in and up for the core activated and supporting your spine. And then just bring the other leg up a little or more toward your heart. You can wrap your hands around. And then if you're stable there, work your ankle in circles, because that also helps your balance. And flex and point a few times. And bring your foot down. Feel this difference in the two sides, and let's get grounded into that opposite foot. So again, toes up, spread out, arch lifting, getting that whole base of support, growing roots. Lengthen up through the whole body, making sure that that whole side of your body is nicely aligned for good support through your bones. And again, crown reaching to the ceiling, core working to support you, and the other leg comes up as far as you want. And again, as you get up, just go ahead and find your position, work your ankle, and flex and point. And when you're ready, just slowly release back into mountain pose and feel that connection into both feet grounding you. So remember, if you need to at any point in a balance practice, step out of it, just start over at the beginning and go through the process. We're going to do tree pose. So imagine that you are just a young sapling, and we're going to get those roots growing down into the earth. So favorite balance foot starts. Again, if you can get that outside of your foot parallel to edge of the mat or the wall, or something that you can make sure that that whole leg is rotated so that everything is aligned correctly to support you through the bones best. Get the core active before you begin, and reach your head toward the ceiling, sitting bones, tailbone down so that that spine stretches open. And then foot perpendicular, so that heel comes into your arch, the knee and toes go the same direction out to the side, keeping the hips open. So you're a little tree, so you just can put your heel above your ankle and maybe toes even staying down if that's something important. Make sure that round foot is nicely spread out and foot up to your lower calf, not on your knee, or you can bring it up to your thigh, hands to your heart. You can stay there, or you can bring your arms out and up, or you can bring them straight up, depending on how your body likes to go. So just allow your position to be however stable you can get it this morning. So breathe, sink into your foot. Keep the knee going back, that's up, and just move around if you need to as you're extending your arms however high they want to go. And remember, trees do sway in the breeze, so feel free to do that if that's something that needs to happen. When you're ready to release, the first thing you do is bring your arms down, and then turn your knee all the way to the front so things are lined up before you put your foot down. And then breathe and relax. Feel that one side is different from the other. So we need to be grounded into the other leg for our tree for our second attempt. So again, get your alignment correct. Get your bones stacked and supporting you. Get your core supporting you. Spread the toes out. Reach up through your head. And when you're ready, turn the other foot. And remember, you want to keep that knee coming back so those hips stay nice and open. And you can get grounded through your bones into that rootedness of the earth. And again, your choice how deeply you go into your position. Just a little or more. Remember, not to your knee destabilizes things. You can push the foot and the leg together when you get that foot up onto your leg, or you can put it into lotus position in front of you, which can stabilize things a little bit more if that's comfortable for you. And again, keep the knee pushing back, hands to your heart. You can stay there, or you can bring the arms up in whichever way is best for you. And again, sway in the breeze if you need to. Balance isn't about being always stable. It's about doing what's right for you. So again, sinking into that grounded foot, moving your arms or not, reaching up to the sun and the sky. And when you're ready to release, hands to your heart. Knee comes forward first to realign, and then step down into mountain pose. So remember, they say that our stability and balance practices is kind of a reflection on stability around us in the world and our lives. So maybe when things are a little bit challenging in the world, it's a little bit more challenging to balance. And we need to give ourselves a break if that's the case. And then stretch up and exhale over and come all the way to your mat floor and sink into child's pose. Hips on your heels, hands palms up, forehead down. And just take a moment there, letting things stretch out. Knees together for that stretch in your lower back, or apart to breathe more easily. Pad if you need to. And then inhaling and sitting up, come all the way into staff position. Feet out in front, bottoms of your feet pushing away, toes pulling back, knees up toward the ceiling, toes up toward the ceiling, shoulders right above your hips, and crown reaching up. So sitting bones connect, and then push them a little bit behind you so that you get that pelvic tilt, opening things a little bit. Separate your feet hip width apart so that you're essentially in mountain pose, only with a bend in the middle. And then bend your knees and bring your feet in so your bottoms of your feet are on the floor flat and your knees are still straight up. So remember, you may need that inner rotation at the top of your thighs to align the knees correctly. So we're going to stay on the sitting bones and go into our balance. So those two protruding bones underneath you that you kind of feel as you move around there, those are the pivot point that we want to stay on because that's part of your pelvis. Hands palms up, shoulders toward your waist, core active. So the ribs toward your spine and up. Lean back a little with your palms up so that the shoulders stay down. And feel that core activate a little bit more. So we're going to go into our balance. You're on the sitting bones. Don't roll back onto your sacrum, onto your lower back. That will cause you to roll backwards further as we get our legs off the floor. So one foot up a little, or parallel to the floor, or parallel thighs and extend out through the base of the toes, spreading the toes, getting that whole body into your position, whichever level you want to be at. So again, hip flexor, if that gets too activated, you can lower the leg, not parallel to the floor, but still reaching out through the base of the toes, your choice. Feel the core supporting you, supporting your spine. Keep your whole body, upper body, nice and straight as you're in whichever leg position you're in, so that your abs are supporting you. And then, well, yeah, when you start vibrating and it's enough, put your foot down. Sit up if you'd like to, and relax a moment. Feel what was working in your body. And we're going to keep that core active, so ribs in and up, hands, palms up, shoulders down. Sink into your sitting bones. Really ground into those connecting bones first. And then bring your foot up a little or more, or all the way out. So again, stay there, spread the toes, reach way out with the base of the toes and out through the head. And again, as high as your leg wants to go, it can be lower, it can be higher, it can be not even straight, it can be just off the floor. It doesn't matter where your leg is. It's personal practice, just like all yoga. And then exhaling, that foot comes down. Sit up, take your break if you need to, or stay there, keeping things activated and noticing how your body is working today. Now remember, you need to stay on the sitting bones. Otherwise, you're going to roll backwards as we get into both feet off the floor. So, sitting bones connect. Make sure you're kind of pushing them behind you maybe a little bit so you really get into that whole groundedness of them. Hands, palms up, shoulders down, and both feet up. So you can stay with just barely off the floor till you get the feel for it. And your abs are working this position, whether you put your legs up higher or not, it doesn't really matter. It's up to you what works best for your body. You can hold those toes so you get the hip flexors less involved, but you still stay on those sitting bones. Otherwise, if you come back onto your sacrum, you will roll backwards. And well, when you were a kid, maybe that was fun, but I find that it's very pokey in my spine if I do that, and I don't like to do it. So I try to stay very much into those bones for support. Anyway, legs out or in or wherever for you. And again, when you're ready to release, just bring the feet down, slide them forward, and relax. Take a moment, breathe. And then let's just roll back onto our backs. So go ahead and let your body sink into that surface beneath you for a little reclined integration. So we use the core a bit, so just kind of relax there. And then make sure your knees and toes are up toward the ceiling. Slide your sitting bones toward your heels and bend your knees up toward the ceiling, heels in next to your sitting bones, and allow your whole back to come down into the floor. So you're kind of sliding those sitting bones down and feeling that core maybe contract a little bit more. You can have your hands near your sides, palms up or down, or out to T position if you prefer. And we're just going to work that lower back, strengthening the core a little bit. So lift up through the ribs, get that space under your lower back, rolling your sitting bones down onto the floor as you arch from your shoulder blades all the way to your sitting bones and space under your lower back. So really reaching up through the ribs, through the belly, and then sitting bones a little bit more toward your heels, rolling that whole spine back down to the floor, ribs down as well, connecting, getting that core, again, a little bit more activated. And just a few times doing that, do it more, of course, on your own, because this is a really nice low back strengthener, as well as abs workout. So go ahead and do that in the mornings as a kind of activation for your spine and your core when you first get up. And then coming back to neutral, just allow your whole body to relax, legs back out, hands palms up. Just feel that core a little bit more activated. And then rolling your thighs in, knees up toward the ceiling, toes up toward the ceiling. We're going to bring one leg up, press it up through the heel, press your back down, arms out to T position. And then slowly leading with the heel, lower that leg. Feel the core supporting you, and relax. And then again, hands, palms up or down. If you need more stability in your shoulders, palms down. Press the back down and bring that other leg up. And again, the knee is coming toward you, the toes toward you, bottom of your foot up toward the ceiling. And then again, leading with the heel, just slowly using that core for support, lower your leg all the way down. And as it gets back to the floor again, just relax, feel your body. And we're going to do that once more, both legs up. Now this time, if that's enough to do one leg at a time, you can do one leg at a time. If you want to do both legs at a time, but you don't want it as strenuous, sitting bones toward your heels and bend your heels in toward your thighs and then bring both legs up to the ceiling. Or if you want to, you can keep the legs straight and use that core a little bit more strenuously to bring both legs straight up to the ceiling. So both legs straight up and that whole spine connected down, sitting bones sliding toward the wall, toward the end of the mat, toward whatever is away from you. And ribs down toward the spine, up toward your heart, and that core activated. Feeling this position working in your body to activate that core energy a little bit more. Hands, palms down at shoulder level. And we're going to keep those legs either together or you can bend them if you want. And we're going to roll those legs over to one side and turn your head toward the opposite side. So the legs come almost but not quite to the floor, right there at hip level-ish. And you try to keep your shoulders both down on the floor and your head turning for your twist. So remember, breathe, relax. Bend your knees if you need to. And we're going to come back, rolling back up into that legs up toward the ceiling position. So again, keep that core activated or bend your knees if you need a little bit of a break. So shoulders and shoulder blades down, hands palms toward the floor, and feet pressing all the way away from you up toward the ceiling. And again, keeping the legs straight or bending them, bring the legs over to that opposite side, almost to the floor, but not quite. Turn your head toward that arm behind you. Bring those shoulder blades down, shoulders toward the floor. So remember, lower back, getting those legs out, away from you. Middle back, shoulders and shoulder blades down, and neck and shoulder with that head turning. So again, maximize or minimize your twist, and then rolling onto your back either with your knees bent or legs straight. Come back up into that straight up toward the ceiling position. Now, we're going to do our relaxation. If you want to move to the wall with your legs up the wall, that is an option, and that will keep your core a little bit more active and engaged while we're relaxing. Or you can just bring your legs slowly to the floor and go into a regular first position. So your choice, find your position. We'll let your body relax down into that surface beneath you. Breathe. Let the tension go. And just allow the wall to support your heels if you're at the wall. Or just let your whole body release down into that earth embrace, relaxing your belly and your body. Shoulders toward the floor, hands palms up, and breathing. So just find whatever position you'd like to be in for your relaxation, and let awareness of your body begin to dwindle away. There's no need for any tension anywhere in your body. Just let your body relax down into that earth embrace. Breathe deep. Exhale and sleep. As your body relaxes into your position, just allow your awareness of your body to release from your attention. And as those thoughts disappear from your awareness, just notice that other thoughts will come to you. It's your choice whether you pay attention. Let the thoughts go. Just allow memories of the past to disappear from your awareness. Allow anticipation of the future to dismiss. No need to think about it at this moment at all. Just let the thoughts flow in and out as easily as your breath. It's the job of your mind to keep producing thoughts. It's your choice what you pay attention to. At this moment, just turn your awareness inward, letting the thoughts drift away, and just focus on the peace within. Let the awareness of peace grow, filling your body, filling your mind, filling your being with peace. And if you'd like to stay relaxed for a little while longer, feel free to stay as long as you'd like. It's time to draw energy and awareness to the moment, to the room, and prepare for your day ahead. You can begin doing that as well. And as you begin activating your body, just begin stretching gently whenever you're ready to do so. Breathing more deeply and stretching more fully. And when you're ready for your final yoga hug of appreciation, just bend your knees, bring your heels in, and draw your knees up toward your heart. Wrap your arms around for your appreciative yoga hug, however feels good for you today. And let your body know you appreciate its yoga work and the work your body does for you every day. And then when you're ready to release, bring your feet to the floor, roll over to the side, and sit back up, preparing for whatever's ahead for the rest of your day. Thanks for joining me.